Today I'm going to be talking about how children should be taught about technology more during their education. The world, as once we knew it, has changed. There are technological advances changing the world every day. If the next generation doesn't learn about these advances, they will not get the chance to improve their future and will be stuck inside the past. While this might not affect us directly, it will have a huge impact on the future and the future of everything, technology-wise, and how people live. If it is easier, harder, and just one technological change will change everything, just like the phone. It being portable, it's changing our life even now. So today I'll be talking about how the past technological advances impact us now, why it is important to be knowledgeable about the technology that surrounds you, and why it is important to teach the next generation about technology. First, I'm going to talk about how the past technological advances have impacted us today. The world we live in now has been shaped completely by the technology we use. You can't even go outside without seeing someone with a smartphone that can talk to another person across the world, or 5 feet in front of you, can text someone, can browse the internet. Television has impacted the world also. If you go into major cities, they have giant screens for advertisements. We can see, even when the TV first came out, we saw the first presidential debate that impacted the voters. They got to see more of it, so more people voted. People are using the internet. One of the most impactful technological advances to date to find people that they have lost contact to, like Facebook, to buy and sell things that people they would never be able to do in a physical store, just like Amazon or eBay. According to a statistic website called CPC Strategy, around 96% of the people over 13 have used online shopping. And technology also used to find people online to date. eHarmony, an online dating site, states that 40% of people who use an online dating site have found their match. These are some of the things that would never have happened without people learning about technology and wanting to make something of their own out of it. Second, I'm going to talk about why it's important to be knowledgeable about technology that surrounds you. Many people know how to use a computer or smartphone, but to the people who don't, they are being left in the past and left without information that could benefit them. They might not be able to contact an employer through email or type an important document for work. They're missing out on things that people consider basic and take for granted. Most jobs, entry-level jobs, involve a computer that you can type, and they ask that you can type a certain speed, be able to use a certain program efficiently. Now, I'm not saying that it'll be impossible for people to live without technology. Obviously, you see there's a few groups of people who live without it, and that's perfectly fine. But it makes a lot more sense to know about the things that surround us, because technology is becoming a major part in our lives. In the future, not knowing how to use a computer could be just like not knowing how to read or write. I think that we have a duty to teach everyone to be proficient with technology so they can help the next generation, and we can further progress as a society. And lastly, I'm going to talk about why it is important to teach the next generation about technology. I believe that technology is one of the most important things in this world. It creates a better world for all of us, and it can be used for great things or bad. But I think overall, it benefits us beyond our knowledge. And if that is true, then people who are able to shape technology will be able to shape the future. Technology is a part of everything nowadays. It is in business, education, and daily life. So if we don't prepare the next generation for their life, they could go through it with a handicap. The reason I did this speech wasn't to insult people that can't or decide not to use technology. It's because people trying to use because I see people trying to use technology and they can't, and I feel like I should teach them if I know how to. It's just like as a teacher would. You see someone struggling, so you need to help them. It's just kind of like a humane thing to do. I am both sad and happy that technology is becoming a major part of the future. It enables us to do so much more than I could ever imagine, but it also makes it easier for people to hurt us. But it also hinders people that try to stay away from it. A story from the New York Times tells of an elderly woman named Elmer Griffin. She is a retired truck driver who was rejected from a job at an auto parts store because she was not able to use the computer to check the inventory. It is unfortunate that there are situations like this, and one of the ways to prevent it is to educate our future generation about technology. And today I've talked about the past technological advances and how they have impacted us today, about why it's important to be knowledgeable about the technology that surrounds you, and why it is important to be knowledgeable about the technology that surrounds you. Today, thank you for listening to my speech.